Yo, how we doing? Launch, yes. Headphones, yes. Controller. We horror gaming, yes we are. Some parts of this game may be considered violent or cruel. The most cruel thing so far has been that fucking train platform. Yo, Tom. Happy Wednesday. What the fuck were we doing? Oh yeah, we just got to this area, right? I think we just literally got here and saved. And now we're just exploring, I think. That you changed time zones in the UK because you're starting streams an hour later. Our clocks went back to GMT, Tom. That's why. Because of daylight savings. Because fuck you. You want to have a normal time zone that you can stick to fucking 365 days a year? Fuck you. Daylight savings. Oh, cutscene. That was a good thing we saved then. Get straight into the lordom.
Heather. That's what you're called now, isn't it?
And who are you?
The name's Vincent. Don't forget it, okay?
Stupid name.
I'm on your side.
So you say. But how do I know you're not with her?
Her? You mean Claudia? Please don't lump me together with her. She was totally brainwashed by that crazy old hag. Well, I guess crazy old hag is a bit harsh. She is your mother, after all.
My mother? What do you mean?
You don't remember? So Harry didn't tell you anything. I guess he hid the truth to keep you on his side, eh? That figures. He's a pretty sneaky guy.
Don't talk about my dad like that!
Sorry. I apologize. Please.
So Heather is Harry's
you
daughter?
know my father anyway.
I know everything.
I thought his daughter was called Cheryl.
I know.
Or does he have two
about
daughters?
Your past too.
Then tell me what's going on.
You don't know even that?
That's why I'm asking. If you know everything, then tell me how I can put an end to this.
Or is Cheryl and Heather the same person? Because he said that's what you go by now, right? Like, did she used to be called Cheryl and now she's called Heather?
Enjoy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Doesn't this place get to you at all?
Oh, it gets to me all right. I find it most fascinating. Wait! I'm not finished talking!
I knew you were on her side.
How do you figure?
There's something wrong with you too.
Shad. Yoink. Oxido. Are we mixing chemical compounds again and blowing shit up? Wrong button. That took a really long time to... it uses to disinfect cuts and stuff. It foams when you put it on. Okay. Well, it's not classed as a supply, so I don't think it's an actual thing. Like, I assume it's some kind of puzzle-related thing rather than a healing item. There's something there. When you pour diluted hydrogen peroxide onto manganese dioxide, oxygen is produced. Although oxygen will not burn on its own, it will help other things to burn. So we're making some kind of accelerant for something. Okay. Also finished up the event 2 plus weekly challenges today on Skate. That coffin air challenge is no right being an utter ball ache. All I did, Monster Man, was because I didn't understand the challenge until I just started trying it. I thought that I needed to get a 15,000 point combo with a coffin air included. But it's not. It's just 15,000 total points in sequences that include coffin airs. So what I did was I just went up onto a rooftop, jumped off, did a coffin, landed it, and just repeated that like 10 times or whatever until I got the right amount of points. Stupid as fuck, though. I agree. Right, we can go in. We can unlock this now. I don't think we can go anywhere else. Can we go back in here? No. Okay, then we just leave. Yo, Arnie. Yo, Adam. How you doing? Right, now we can check out, like, the entire rest of the place, basically. I think of Silent Hill storytelling. It's fine, I guess. I don't think it's anything spectacular, but I don't think it's anything bad, either. Oh, that's because there's nowhere to get into a road trick, so you can start doing a coffin air. That's why I did big airs, right? Because you can just do a big air and land in a coffin. You don't have to do anything afterwards. Like, the coffin can be the final trick. And that worked quite well. Let me iframe. Let me iframe. I'll kill it. It's reloading it, so. Ow! Ouch, doggy, that really hurt. Oh my boys. Right, where have we not explored yet? Pretty much all of this. 2 bathrooms here. Elevators, which I assume are out of service, but we're checking. 1. But this one works. Oh. There's a lot of floors. What floor am I on? 2nd floor. Okay, I don't want to use this just yet, I don't think. I don't have a choice. Can I press the 2nd floor button? Can I open the doors? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's do the whole 2nd floor first, and then we'll check the other ones. We can use the emergency staircase. Here. Never mind, no we can't. And we can also use this door here. Never mind, no we can't. Okay, back to the elevator. Just like that. Back to the lift. Go 4x4, I guess. I didn't have any issues with that, Monster Man, because the icons, you know how there's like a fire icon and like a, you know, like an asterisk icon to show them? They show through the walls, so you could see exactly where it was, and you just had to like run around until you find the right place. I didn't have an issue there, personally. What the fuck is that? Is that an enemy? Will it attack me? I don't think it'll attack me now. Oh, what did she say? Oh, she said something about it being in the way. Oh, hopefully it wasn't relevant information. Okay, so we can't go out that way just yet. Yeah. Okay, well, let's check the rest of the rooms then. Can we go this way? Nope. But we can go there later, I think. What about this way? Just get top to bottom, I guess. That's one of you. God, these things do my fucking head in. So what's for dinner? I've got some bacon for dinner. Bacon, sausage. I'll probably do some like tortilla wraps, like homemade breakfast wraps. I'm not gonna kill this guy unless I have to, because he's just fucking annoying. And they take so many shots. Get up, Heather! Pork liver, sure. Is that everything? I think I can go. Can I go behind there? No, I can't get to the door. Okay, let's just go. Go, Adobo. Well, I couldn't really show from after respawning, but it just showed after I went to the fire one and that sorted it. Uh-huh. I see. Pork liver, is that like a... No, there's not anything here. Can I, am I like... I've got an accelerant to make fire and food. Am I just gonna like cook it? Gotta do something with it before it goes bad. Okay, I don't know if I'm on an actual timer or anything. We'll find out pretty soon, I guess. What's in here? Nothing. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. That's everything for this floor, right? Yeah, we can't go anywhere else yet. Okay, back to the lift. I don't know if there's anything lower. I think it's just first floor, right? Yeah, first. Okay, third floor. Third floor doesn't do anything. Fourth floor. I'm on 9,000 something rip score. I think I'm on like 9,600, something like that. But once I've done the weekly tasks on reset today, they should give me a decent chunk, hopefully. Hopefully. It seems to be quite linear. There isn't that many places you can go because they're all blocked off. Door there. Door here. Locked. Another locked door. Another broken door, but a locked door. Also locked. So you can't do anything here either. No. A lot of locked doors and not a lot of keys. Let's see what's behind floor number 5. Probably fuck all as well, no, in this game. Exactly the same layout. We can walk across this though. No? Can you not? Go on, you could do that. Coward. Bathroom. Nope. Can't go across here. Can go here though. Not locked for once. What a miracle. Did not use the katana for this, I think, because I couldn't really hit them that well otherwise with the gun. They're so quick considering how easily they knock you over. Like, I can't fucking hit them. Obviously, in a normal situation, you would just aim down at them, but Heather won't do that. Like, she only attacks forward. Am I just supposed to take all this damage and trade hits with them? Like, come on, Heather. They're too quick to ignore, really. They don't do a ton of damage, thankfully. Like, I'm not even yellow health yet. So they're very weak. Yeah, the Skate 4 Platinum Monster Man is like one of the longest Platinums I've ever seen. I've had the displeasure of going for. Purely because of the rip score. You're Craner. I'm trying my best, okay? Yo, little Dominus. Alright, let's start from the top. Let's go this way. And work our way down. Broken. 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 Accessible. 2 handgun bullets. A matchbook. Okay, so we're definitely burning something. Some ciggies there, but can't get them, sadly. But we're definitely burning something. Is this locked? Hello? Yeah. Looks to be inaccessible from the inside. Can I hit him through it? No. Okay. Interesting. Moving on. Broken. Broken. Big sheet of glass, but it doesn't break when you hit it. Maybe it's just really strong glass. Okay, so we got 2 accessible rooms with the matchbook. One that has seemingly nothing in it but enemies, but we'll have to come back there later. Just takes us around this way. So now we can access these rooms that we couldn't before. There's a save room. Flame purifies all. Didn't it say flame purifies all before? Yeah. So this was the room before, which didn't have the picture in it. This is like the nightmare version of it. I mean, of course it is. It's all the same layout. The point was that you started off in a normal world and then you did the nightmare version of it, right? I think that's the whole point of this. Okay, so all these are inaccessible. The picture is relevant. It's about flame purifying. Can we? And there's a bucket. Like, can we just start a fire here? Like, can we just burn it? Does that somehow give me something? Like, I have a lot of stuff to create a fire. Picture would burn, but the match goes out too quickly. So I need to use this. Combine and then use. What am I supposed to do with this? What do you mean what are you supposed to do with it? Use it. Or do I first just put the... Do I just pour the thing in? Pour the fucking thing in there and then set it on fire and it would burn. How is that complicated? What the fuck, game? And it's going to produce oxygen. What good is oxygen on its own? Use the fucking matchbook. This is what I've been trying to tell you. You have to use all 3 of them. Right, okay. You have to use all 3 of them together. Because you can't do it individually, of course. That would be so stupid. Fucking hell. Need to do it the devs way, of course. Creating fire has never been so difficult. What the fuck? He is bleeding. It's like a whole new area. This takes us down to different floors. What's your favorite insult to say to us Americans? I don't know. There are many. The princess accepted the king's request and went to the village gates. But when she saw the monster, she tried to convince it with words instead of killing it. Shut up, you. I'm going to eat you up. The monster didn't listen to a word the princess said. But she kept trying to convince the monster to give up. It's wrong to eat people, you know. The monster grew very angry at this and attacked her, killing her with a single mighty blow. Probably just some pages torn out from the middle of the book. Okay. Is that going to give it to me in a memento, or is it going to make me fucking memorize it? Oh, it does actually give it to me as a memento. Okay. It didn't last time, so it's always worth checking. Because sometimes this game just does not give a fuck. What's in here? Enemies, of course. What floor am I on now? Oh, this is the 4th floor. Oh, maybe the charge attacks can infinite these things. Oh, yeah, I just fucked that thing up. As they go to attack, you can just, yeah. Look at that. Outplayed. Who else fucking wants some? Yeah, as they go to lunge up, like, you can just attack them. Easy. Come on, then. Whoa, running attacks are not allowed. That is cheating. That does not work with my strategy. Do not running attack me. Oh, you hold forward and hold attack and you lunge. I was wondering how to do that. That'll be very useful. Not for this guy, but for everybody else. Dude, stop. This guy's fucked. This guy just eats shots. He's too quick. Ow. Fuck off. Yeah, see, even with all those hits, he did, like, no damage. We are piss chilling right now. Okay. I need to check all this floor out as well. So many dollars to check. That's where we came in, right? Yeah. Right, let's check all these out. Got this one. Broken. That takes me through there. Shortcut back. Broken. Go in here. There's something there. I can go through. What is that? That's... Whoa! Whoa! You little fucker. Fuck off. Let me get the first aid kit. Yoink. See ya. Run! I think it's worth fighting because this is a dead end room. Yeah, like we can't go through here. Okay. That little fucker. Alright, now we check all these if we can. I don't think we can get there though, actually. Yeah. This is all blocked off, I think. Right here. And here. You enjoying the game? Yeah, so far. I didn't enjoy the train station bit very much, but everything else has been pretty fun so far. Okay, we've unlocked the other side as well. Excellent. I swore I had it against these guys, and now that they just fuck me up still. Like, if you stay at range, they just running tackle you. And if you get in range, they just unlock you anyway. These are such annoying enemies. The obvious thing to do if you can't fight them in range would be to shoot them, but you can't because they're too low. And Heather just whiffs, she just shoots forward like an idiot. That's not fucking useful. Alright, 2 more rooms to check. This one. And this one. Silver coin. You'll take 1, but you won't take several. You just happen to know that you'll need exactly 1. Of course. That makes so much sense. Thus one's life turns to riches. What was a bag of silver coins is now the number in a book. Yet fate hath no price. Ah, but do people know this? Okay. Put the coin in the machine. Why would you shake it knowing that it's a soda? Of course you knew that there was no soda in there. Wow! Amazing. A life insurance key. What do you know? What do you know? She's obviously way smarter than me. Can just predict what's going to be inside an object without fucking studying it at all. What a genius. Alright. So we can go back now, right? We have some kind of key that we can use. We can still look at the other floors as well. Fuck off. I'm done with you. Can't be asked to keep fighting you. Make sure we got both those doors checked off. Oh no. Yep. We go back on the elevator. Actually, we can just go back through this way. Where we came. Stairs. We still have some stuff to check out here. Yeah, this way. Holy camera. Let's save. I think we still have some stuff to check out in this bit. Yeah, we still have this room on the left. I think that's it. Apparently we have a room on the right through the picture that we didn't check. Let me double check that. A room here? No. I don't think we can get to it. Because this just takes us straight down to the other floor, right? Yeah. Okay, so we can't get to that yet. Moving on. But we can go to this door here that we missed. Oh, no, we can't. No, we can. It's behind me. This one. Just for it to be low. Okay, well, it's worth checking off. Otherwise, we might get fucked like we did last time when we missed the door. Right, okay. So now we just check all the locked doors until we find the right one, I guess. We can also check the floor above as well. Yeah. I don't know which way is quicker, but I'll just go this way. I assume it'll take me back to the lift. It's right here. can we go to the floor above? Does floor number 6 work? No. Okay, so we can't go to there. So we need to go to the floors that we've already been on and unlock one of the doors. 3rd floor we can't access. 1st floor has a locked door. 2nd floor doesn't. This floor also doesn't. So it has to be on the 1st floor. Unless we've missed something. Whereabouts was this? It's here. Okay. This takes me... So we can clear all this out. Go, Enzio. What's cracking? Broken. 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 Just gonna ignore that. The fuck? Why is the camera doing that? Staring at something. It's the end of that crappy fairy that I found. What? Oh, crappy fairy tale, you mean? Crappy fairy. The king and his people shed tears at the death of the kind priestess. God took pity upon them and, granting their wishes, healed the priestess. The priestess opened her eyes just as she had done every morning of her life. She went once more to the monster's lair. Fool, you wish to die again? No, this time it's your turn. The priestess had come to defeat the monster once and for all. As the priestess was very, very kind, she felt sad about this task, but it had to be done. Swords and spears won't work. Arrows and bullets will just bounce off. You can't kill me, the monster laughed. But the priestess used neither sword nor spear. She chanted but a single spell. Tu fui ego eris. Do you know what happened then? The monster let out a huge cry and then died and vanished. Okay, we'll see if we can kill the monster in the other room with that then. Could someone write that down in the chat? I'm gonna write that down in the chat. Wait, fuck, I tabbed back in and missed it. Villagers used for blah, 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 blah.
Tu fui ego eris. Weird writing.
Tui fui
What was
ego
that?
eris. Just in case I need that. Why does the camera keep doing that? It's so annoying. Okay, is that everything here? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's go see if we can kill the monster then. Wait, it already disappeared? Oh. Okay. Saves me a job, I suppose. I'm out on the street. Time to sprint into the darkness. Oh no. Did you forget to pin the message today? Oh yeah, true. To be honest, I don't know if it fucking does anything. It might just be a waste of time. Please do not backseat or spoil unless asked. This includes speculating on puzzles. Thank you. I think we've learned it does fucking nothing, but where to go, right? Oh, we're going to our house. I had the key for that for like the whole time. This is why I can never stream myself playing a game blind. Yeah, it definitely is an issue with no real solution, sadly, because any kind of like muting of the chat, you know, like emote only or whatever, would just ruin the experience for everybody else, and it's not their fault that, you know, the 1% spoil things. Carmen is number 102 on the ground floor. I assume I can't interact with any of these, but worth checking. That's 102, so that's mine. No. Okay, we'll save and then we'll go then. So awful. 102.
Oh. Dad, I'm home. Listen, something really crazy's going on. I think we should... Dad? Dad?
So this is Harry from Silent Hill 1, and he is now canonically dead.
No. No. No.
He was watching Eben stream. Don't drag me into this. Was caught backseat.
You're late.
But why? Why?
Revenge for 17 years ago, for one thing. If not for him, our dream would have come true. And then he took you away from us.
So this has to be Cheryl.
I'll get you for this!
There is another reason. To fill your heart with hatred. It must be...
Because she's obviously like part of the cult. Harry stopped it.
Understand why.
Try and get his daughter.
No, I'll never understand!
You must try to remember me.
So they've come back and killed Harry.
Yourself as well. You will birth a god and build an eternal paradise.
Yeah.
He's the one who killed your father. I merely gave the order.
Ooh.
So,
Mega boss fight.
what will you do?
No, I don't believe you. Harry could have taken him.
Begins. In the town of Silent Hill.
I don't buy it. Whoa, he's fast. See how quick he ran up on me like that? Run! Ah. Whoa, fucking hell. Curb stomp him. Yeah. You like that? Trash. Whoa. I need to watch for that get up attack. Curb stop once and then leave. Okay, maybe not curb stomp. I don't think the curb stomp does a lot of damage, and you can take quite a swipe for it if you're not careful. So maybe not. Maybe we just go for the shotgun in the back. We can try to shoot him on the ground, maybe. But again, I think Heather will just whiff. She's shit. Maybe if we get like really close. No, she just aims up, look. She's fucking useless. Heather, you are so shit. It's crazy. Got his ass. There's no way Harry died to that. What a pushover.
I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything.
Well, the voices have now gone like... They keep getting quieter every cutscene.
So, just get out of here and leave me alone already!
Calm down. I just...
Calm down? How am I supposed to do that?
Like, she's screaming and you can barely hear her.
He's murdered! Get out! This is all your fault. If it weren't for you,
I'm sorry.
then go!
If it'll make you feel better, I will. Is he okay like this?
What else can I do? There's no one here to give him a decent burial.
Well, they're just gonna leave his rotting corpse in the bed. Yeah. Imagine the fucking smell of the place.
Dad.
Surely there has to be something better you can do.
What do you do now?
I'm going to Silent Hill.
What's in Silent Hill?
I don't know.
Do you think it's safe?
Of course it isn't. I don't know what kind of hell is waiting for me there, but I've got no other choice. I don't care about God or paradise. If that's what she believes, then fine. But she won't get away with what she did. When I find her, I'll kill her myself.
Bro's house is gonna be a Power Wash Simulator DLC pack at this rate. That's fucked up.
Maybe not, but that's what I'm going to do.
How you gonna get there?
None of your business.
I'll give you a ride.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, but it's too far to walk. Besides, I'm partly responsible for this. I'll bring the car around back. Come by when you finish saying goodbye.
You know, you might die too.
That's fine. Nobody's gonna cry over my grave.
Alright. I think we're good. I don't think there's anything in here for me. Hey, Scran? Who could eat something in a situation like this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, true. I was not thinking about food. That's absolutely true. 100%. Wait, it's in here. Stun gun. Interesting. There's more stuff there. Stun gun battery. A little post-trauma lunch. That's what I'm saying. Gotta eat to keep your strength up, as they say. Alright, how the fuck do we get out of here again? We just did the boss fight, so we should probably save again. Here. That building doesn't have to go out there. I have to leave the other way, I guess, out back.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look for a guy named Leonard. And he gave me this map. What do you want to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Your father was holding it. started raining. Are you sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold? What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? It used to be a nice, quiet little town. But now,
You've been there?
once, on a missing persons case. Never did find him. But I'll tell you, that's one screwed up town. My line of work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong? Feeling sick?
My head's pounding like the worst hangover ever.
Maybe your car's sick.
No. I'm just trying to remember. My childhood. Something terrible happened in Silent Hill 17 years ago. A woman named Dahlia. She tried to summon the ancient god of the town. She offered up her very own daughter.
That's crazy.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god. You see, that girl had special powers.
Powers?
Her classmates called her a witch. She could make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, that god was killed by a single person. My father, Harry Mason. I guess it wasn't much of a god if it could be killed by a human being. But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of power in you too?
After the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms. Before she died, she gave the baby to my father. He loved me just like I was his very own daughter.
Uh-huh.
Even though he didn't know who or what I was. It was so sudden. I never had a chance to tell you how happy you made me.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital.
Not the hospital again.
You got the map, right?
Fuck.
Yeah.
You gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid. I'm 50-something years old. I never seen nothing like this. I still feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you're finished looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
Sure. I want to go back to the hospital. Don't make me. I'm glad you got it sorted, Kumito. I'm not surprised Windows was the problem. Excuse me. Here we are again. Fucking hospital. Deary, deary me. Right, onto the main road. In the third game we play as a girl, we do indeed, Phonex, yeah. Welcome back to Stoke-on-Trent. What enemies do we have here? Fucking dogs. Boss. Alright, well, down the street, first left. Surely it'll be open. Wonder if we have to go through the club again. We don't get like mega fog here really. Just more rain. Fucking have that, love. Oh shit, there's one behind me, I think. Stop, I'm trying to sunlock. Luckily it seems like I'm 1v1 them pretty easily. Yo, Liam, you too. How you doing? Alright. Map, first priority. probably in here. At the visitors area. Or not. Never mind. Did extra little save, why not? Can't go in here. There's clearly 2 health drinks there. Heather? 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 Okay. Like, can she not just get up and fucking grab them? Good, I'm about to play Silent Hill 2 on PS2. Godspeed to you. Hope you enjoy it. This day has finally come, that's right, the day when you and I will meet. I was always thinking of you, here in this gloomy cell. I never even knew your name or face until today. But now I know you're the one I've been waiting for. And haven't you been waiting for me too? That's why you came to rescue me. Oh, how I love you, Heather. I want to give you my prized doll I made to commemorate our meeting. The start of this everlasting love. I can already see your smiling face. Stanley Coleman. Disgusting, I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Okay. Right then. Moving on. Tana's busted. Does the breathing have to be so fucking loud? I think it's a deliberate choice. To shit you up, I think. Locked, but we can go in there. Right. Busted. Busted. Can't go in there. Busted. Can't go in there. Lift. Lift works. Don't mind. Map's still #1 priority. This is the... yeah. Wait, no, we didn't go in here. Map? Food only, do not store drugs. Wonder if it's okay to store health drinks in here. Huh. Amazing. If you go into the San Andreas directory, it's nothing but fucking GTA 5 role players. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah, I played OG RE4. I want to play the remake at some point. That would make for a cool playthrough, I think, because I still haven't played it. But mild schizophrenia. Very violent when overexcited. Stanley Coleman is the guy who wrote the Sick Diary. Usually passive and cowardly, egotistical. Sometimes sows and acts on obsessive attachment to a particular woman. It's called violent incidents. Use caution. 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 Okay. You've been RE4 remake randomizer. I mean, I want to play the, know, I'd want to play the remake first before playing a randomizer, right? Okay. I don't think there's a map here that I've seen. Let's just go. We go in here? Yeah, this is where this doll thing was. Let's go through here. Can't go in here. Can't go in there. C1. Oh. Hello, ladies. One at a time. This might be a job for a gun. I think. Fuck off. And you. Oh shit, we don't have like any shotgun shells. Oh, bollocks. Need to be careful because we haven't got any shotgun bits and pieces for a boss fight. I'll have to go pistol, and that's a bit cringe. We really use all of our shotgun shells just to get nothing but one healing item in here. That's fucked. That's fricked up, dude. There we go. Organization has me shut up in here. They mean to break my will to make me forget about all that. But I'll stay sane even if they throw me in here with lunatics. How about if I stick this to the wall? That would be worthless. You can peel it off, can't you, with that junk those nasty wenches won't stop using. If a thing has no meaning, there's no reason for it to exist at all, just as you exist for me. Why haven't you taken my doll with you? Ah, my gift must have embarrassed you. How cute you are, Heather. Cookie, a toothbrush, a spoon, a Christmas card, a clock. Whoever it was probably used Cookie. Why did this in the first place? Can't even pull it off. Okay. So we need some kind of like adhesive or something. Okay. Moving on. Okay. I would have thought the map would be on the ground floor somewhere. We still haven't found it. Which is not ideal. Gotta admit the feng shui in this place is completely off. It is, isn't it? We just go on the lift, I guess. Just go up the floors, blind, which is annoying, but I can only assume the lift is on, not lift, the map is on another floor somewhere. Can't go basement. Just do a lap again, I guess. There's another diary entry. You may not yet have realized your own true feelings, but you sense them unconsciously. So you're trying to get closest to me. That's a virtue, the path to paradise. The door's locked, open it. Use the password for the prison gates. Doctor, I've forgotten his name. Anyway, that quack has it posted. He should be here too. I mean, 4 numbers would have been good enough, but he kept on going. Isn't it a shame I'm not there? Aren't you irritated? I long for you, but you're so cruel. Still, I want you, Heather. Okay, so there's some kind of password we need. Locked. Check this. Nail polish remover. Nail polish remover is probably quite good at maybe removing glue. Where to go? We got some perfume as well. I'm gonna equip it. How have we equipped it? I don't see it. Well, I guess we'll leave it equipped. Maybe we need some kind of fucking odor-based puzzle, I don't know. Go Lumzilla. The first is larger than the second twice the third smaller than the fourth, and the fourth is half the first. 4 of the numbers are not repeated, 3 are not in the top row, 2 are not in the right row, 1 of the numbers is final key. Oh, fucking hell. Oh god, okay. Hold up. Let me write this down. First is larger than second. Several that just ends up in 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's more than 4 digits. Second, twice, third. Third, smaller, fourth. Fourth, half, first. Four numbers not repeated. 3 not top row. 2 not right row. 1 is final key. One of the numbers is the final key is weird though. That just implies that it's a 1-number combination or what? I don't know. Weird. Good night, Smoke. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. I'm not going to look at this just yet. I'm only going to come back to this once I run out of things to look at. There's still other floors that we can look at, and we can also go and try and use that nail polish remover on the other bit and piece as well. Let's have a look at floor 3 if we can. No, we can't. Okay. Just back to the first floor. If we can't use it, it means we just gotta solve it and come back. Now, where the fuck was that room? Problem is without the map, it's such a bollocks to navigate. In here. It was... I want to say it was this one. Yeah. Stairwell, okay. Very good. Now where the fuck is the stairwell? Is the next question. There was a locked door, but I can't remember where it was. I think it was in this section somewhere. You fucker. Wasn't this? Are you kidding? I swear I interacted with that before. And it didn't fucking let me. I swear to God I interacted with that. I'm gonna check the VOD later. I swear down I interacted with that and it didn't give me anything. Was it because I had my flashlight off or something? I remember there's some memes like that where you can't interact with stuff without the flashlight. Maybe it was that. Yeah, maybe I just got memed with the angle or something. Well, at least we can navigate now, which is nice. Because imagine trying to do this without a fucking map. Like, it's already hard enough with a map. Look how many rooms there are. It's such a pain in the ass. Right, there's the stairwell. We know where we're going now. It's here somewhere. The other side. Imagine trying to find this without the fucking... without anything else. Impossible. Can't squeeze in there. Okay. SMG. Dunk. Okay. Does the SMG thing use pistol bullets, or does it have its own dedicated ammo type? Looks like it has its own ammo type. Okay. Alright. Well, doesn't seem like we can do too much here. Yet, anyway. We can potentially do something with that storeroom, but we might need some way to move that bookcase or whatever it was. For the time being, let's just go. Check the other places. This is locked. Oh, this is the one with the keypad, right? Can we go up to the third floor with the stairwell? Oh no. Or is this all off limits? And go to the third floor. We haven't checked any of this out. Okay, well, let's check this while we're here then. Punishment for brutality towards patient. 12 hours confinement in the special treatment room. Dismissal policy no longer in effect. Contact the chief if you have any questions. Something handwritten on top of the typewritten sentence. The trick is to not leave any marks. And one other thing, this looks like it was written by a different person. The chief is a pervert. Christy would have been better off if she had been fired. Okay. Flowing freely, your ebony hair like the night sky, scattering fragrance. My heart clamoring in my chest like a storm you trifle with it. Your pristine glance like a feast when you smile. My thoughts are served my breath like opium, it drives me mad. Eric, a great poet who conveys my feelings so well. I shouldn't have let this place get to me, should never have gone crazy, but it's superbly enjoyable to drown in my love for you. Why won't you accept proof of my love? Don't stand on ceremony now. After all, you and I exist as one, and what I give to you is the same as what I give to me. Shout out Eric, what a G. Ready? Interact with us. Okay. Didn't really get much in there besides a lore dump. Not sure how useful that'll be. Save. Heather, my most sacred lover, I'm always watching you, no matter where you are or what you may be doing. I've never lost sight of you. I know you feel intensely lonely, yet with a single key to this door, those feelings won't stand in the way any longer. We haven't been able to see each other for so long. Be patient, it's just a little longer. I'll be patient too, even though I long to hold you in these hands of mine. The key is behind the shelves in the underground garage. Why there? Ask that idiot doctor. Right, so I need to get behind the shelves. There's not a single person here who's right in the head, not just in this hospital, I mean in all of Silent Hill, except me. Right, so there's a key that we need there. Now, how do we get in there is the question. Obviously, logically, you just move the fucking shelves. If they're too heavy, just move everything off the shelf. A regular shelf, a 17-year-old girl would be able to move it. Or just shoot it. Got a gun. It's just wood. You could just shoot a hole through it. If you really couldn't move it. Okay. Can't interact with any of this. Can go this way though. Never mind. Oh, this is the one with the, yeah, stupid. Right. I think we need to solve this now. I don't think we have a choice. Yeah, everything else is locked off, I think. Yeah. And there's no other floor. Yeah. Okay. Can use this now, but we can't go anywhere. Anywhere else. Right, okay. So our options are 1 to 9, yeah? Yeah. Okay, let's think about this. So, okay, I just minimized everything. Fantastic. Thank you, Windows. I dragged my notepad onto my other screen and it just minimized everything. Sick, cheers. Right, so we got 1 to 9. So the first, let's just throw some numbers out there. See if anything works. There's 4 numbers not repeated. 3 are not on the top row. 2 are not on the right row. 1 is the final key. So 3 of the numbers are not 1, 2, 3. 2 of the numbers are not 3, 6, 9. Oh god, it's like a while, I think. Let's just start with 1, hypothetically. So the first, it can't be 1 because the first has to be larger than the second, and you can't get anything smaller than 1. So let's say it's 2. So then the first is larger than the second, so that would make the second one 1. The second one is twice the third, so it can't be that because you can't get half of 1 here either. Okay? So let's go with 3. So the first is larger than the second, which would make it 2. The 2 is then twice the third, so that would be 1. The third is smaller than the fourth. The numbers aren't repeated. This doesn't work because we're also using too many 1, 2, 3s. So let's go from the other side. Let's go 9. First is larger than the second. Second one is 8. Second one, twice the third. So the third one is 4. And the third is smaller than the fourth. Yes. The fourth is half the first. So if the fourth is half the first, it has to be an even number. So it can't be 9. Yeah, Windows Notepad reeling from this one, yeah. And the second has to be twice the third. So that also can't be an odd number. It has to be even. So let's say it's like 6. 8, 6. Twice the third, so 8, 6, 3. And the fourth is half of the first. 8, 6, 3, 4. 4 numbers, they're not repeated. 3 aren't on the top row, which is correct. 2 are not on the right row. And 1 is the final key. When they say 1 is the final key, does that imply that one of the keys is the final one on the pad, aka 9? Or does that mean that the number 1 is the final entry pad? Because like 8634 should work, but it depends on what they mean on what they're asking. Let me just try it. 8634. No. Okay, let's pencil that in and leave that. So if 1 has to be the last one, then we could just work backwards, right? 1 has to be the last key. It has to be something, 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 1. But it can't be that 1 is the last key, because the third is smaller than the fourth. That's not possible. Because you can't have smaller. Yeah, so it can't be that the final one is number 1. It has to be that one of them is a 9. So how do we get a 9? Let me just reread the note just to be certain I'm on the right track here. Oh, it's gone. I swear it was there. Oh, that's my door going. Hold on. My eBay package is here. I'll be back in a second. Keys. BRB. Oh. Will you share with the class what you've got? Once all the pieces arrive, I will share it. It's new collection stuff. Right, let me read this note. It better be in my fucking memos. Stanley's diary. Stanley's diary also talked about... It also talked about the numbers as well. So the first large and the second twice the third. Got this. One of the numbers is the final key. Yeah, okay. So one of the numbers is the final key. So it's not that one of them is 1. It's that one of them has to be 9. So surely we can figure that out from here, right? So one of them has to be a 9. So... Which ones can't be 9? The first one can't be a 9. Or can the first one be a 9? No, didn't we look at that before and it didn't work? Because we go 9. First is larger than the second. Second twice the third. First larger. What if we do 9, 6, 3, 4? Does that work? So first larger than the second, 9, 6. Second twice the third, 3. Oh, no, that doesn't work because 2 of them can't be on the right row. And 369 is the right row. So if only two of the... If the numbers don't repeat, and you can only have 2 on the right row, and one of them has to be a 9, then you can either block out 3 or 6 as well. And because the second is twice the third, you can't have both, because obviously half of 6 is 3, right? So the second one cannot be 6. That completely gets that out. But it has to be an even number. It can be 8 now, though, because we're not repeating. So what happens if we do 9, 8? Second twice the third, so 9, 8, 4. And the fourth is half of the first. Oh no, it can't be 9 at the start because the fourth is half the first one. Okay, so it can't be 9 at the start, but it has to be 9 somewhere. Ah, fuck, man. Okay. This is not easy. There's probably a much easier way to figure this out than like kind of deduction, but I'm making some progress, I think. So what happens if we put 7 at the start? Just keep going through and see if we find something that works. So the first larger than the second. The second one has to be smaller. Second one can't be 6, but it can be even. It has to be even, I think. Yeah, because you have to half it. So it'd be 7, 4, 2. Third is smaller than the fourth. No, it doesn't work. Because we have to put 9 in there somewhere. So where would 9 go? Fourth is half of the first number. So that can't possibly be... That can't be 9. Because that would imply that the first number is 18, which it can't be. The first one can't be 9. So it has to be the second or the third number. But the first is larger than the second number. So it can't be the second number either, because you can't have a number larger than that. But wait, they were saying before, wasn't that guy saying that it's not a 4-digit combination? He said there was more, and it was to do with the doctor or something. I swear he said that. Maybe all this is stupid. What room was it in? Storeroom? No. This room? Sure, Lumzilla, no problem. Where did he mention it? Was it here? If the door's locked, open it. Use the password for the prison gate. Doctor, I've forgotten his name. Use the password for the prison gate. Anyway, that quack has it posted. Yeah, 4 numbers would have been good enough, but he kept on going. Isn't it a shame I'm not there? So it's not a 4-number combination. It's something to do with the doctor. Is Leonard the doctor? No, he can't be as a patient. Fuck, okay. Because the other place that we can go is we can go and get the key in the basement or whatever it is. And that will open up this section on the second floor. So maybe we don't come to this yet. Maybe we try and get the key from the storeroom first. I think we could brute force it, but we don't know how many digits there are. We just know that there's more than 4. That's the problem. It could be a fucking 20-digit combination for all I know, and then in that case, it's impossible to brute force. It would take months. So we need more information. So now I'm gonna go and have a look at the basement downstairs. Just go and have a look down. Don't know if we can take the elevator down. Yeah. I don't know if it'll let me. That's the first one. Like, there's nothing to suggest that it is 4 digits, Dosam. That there's an explicit letter from that guy saying that 4 digits would be good enough, but he kept going. So it has to be more than 4 digits. If it was 4 digits, I'd be able to solve it, because, yeah, as you said, there's only possibly a handful of combinations that it could be. Good cannibal. But I'm pretty sure we need that key to open up the second floor bit, and then there's probably information there. But I don't know how to open this up. Is the issue. There's also this that we might be able to interact with. Which door was it? Yeah, this one. Like, how do we move this? And what's the use of the perfume? Can I be like use the perfume on? He's looking on the ground here. Oh, just bullets. Guess they must be in the elevator. Just part of me wants to peep in, but it'd be a bit creepy. Like, this whole thing's creepy. Just peep in anyway. It might give me a fucking answer that I need, Heather. Like, come on, love. Where would I use perfume? And why can I equip it? It makes me think, like, I can equip it and maybe use it, you know, interact with something. I use it on the doll or something? I don't know. I swear it was here and then it moved. Does it disappear after you pick it up? Or after you read the thing? There's definitely one in C4 down here. Yeah, it's not here anymore. So you can't use it on the doll or anything because the doll isn't there to be interacted with. What if the code is a 5-digit code and the 5th digit is a 9? And the other 4 digits we can work out just by deduction with the hints. It's a possibility, maybe. There's definitely some hints in these texts. Because I didn't realize until then, but it actually tells you about the nail polish remover. He says you can take it off with that thing that those nasty wenches also use. He's talking about the nail polish remover. Use the password for the prison gates. That's the bit that I don't understand. That quack has it posted. But when he's talking about the key, which is down in the basement, he's talking about once you have that single key, we'll be together. So that implies to me that getting the key isn't the solution of what we need to do right now. Getting the key is the final bit. And once we have that key, then we can go and see who this guy is or whatever, right? So first, like, I assume whatever item we need to move the shelf is inside the bit with the bit where this locked door is behind. That's all we've got. So we need to solve this puzzle. I don't think there's any other way. But the only thing I can think of is that it's 5 digits. And that the 9 is the 5th digit. It's the only other thing I can think of. I swear, when we were looking at this door before, I saw this and then I didn't see it and then I saw it again. Are there 2 doors? Am I going nuts? There are. There's a second door and then a third. There's 2 doors that are the same door, but they're on each floor. There's one on the 2nd floor and one on the 3rd floor. What the fuck? Hold on. There's 2 locked doors that require a combination. Or is it that the combination is going to get me into both of them? It's so confusing. I was going to say, like, where did the memo go? But the memo was always there. I was just in a different spot. Yeah. This one also has a keypad. There's 2 of them. But there's nothing that implies that... There's nothing that implies that there's 2 different combinations. It's all just talking about a single combination. So I can only assume that a combination unlocks both doors. But what if it doesn't, and I'm fucking about with this, and then... Oh god, I'm gonna have to like test every time I have a hypothesis, I'm gonna have to test it. That's just awful. Okay, so it says 4 numbers are not repeated. If we say hypothetically it's a 5-digit combination and the 5th one is a 9, that means one of them is a repeat. So something, 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 9. This is the thing, it could be anything from 5 digits to 100 digits, and how would I know? And there's no like indication when you get it wrong, I don't think, like, you know. You can just press them infinitely. There's no like, you know, after 4 clicks it doesn't reset or something. Ah, fuck. Go Solomon. Yeah, Silent Hill 3. Hoggers. Okay. Let's just try. Because 8634 kind of fit the rules. What if it's just 86349? It's 911, maybe 67. Ha 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 ha! Oh man, how do I do this 5 digits? It's like even worse than before. Just start punching in some numbers and see what we can find. So the first has to be an even number. Let's just try 6. We didn't try 6 before. The first is larger than the second. The second is, let's say, 5. That still works within our rules for now. Second is twice the third. So this has to be an even number as well. So let's say 4. 6, 4. Second is twice the third, so 2. and the fourth is half of the first. So 64239. But that doesn't work because 2 and 3 are on the top row, and there's 3 not on the top row. Well, no, it does work, because if it's a 5-digit combination now, I'm allowed to have 2 on the top row. Because, no. Yeah? Yeah, 3 are not on the top row. 6, 4, 9 are not on the top row, that's correct. 2 not on the right row, which is also correct. 6 and 9 are. But is it 2 or more not on the right row, or is it just 2? Because... No, that's still correct, because 4 and 2 are on the right row, 6, 3, 9 are. So that's also correct. And then 1 is the final key, 6, 4, 2, 3, 9. That fits everything. 6, 4, 2, 3, 9. How does that not work? That fits everything. The first number is larger than the second. The 6 is larger than 4. The second is twice the third. Second is twice the third. That works. 4 and 2. 4 is double 2. Third is smaller than the fourth. Third is smaller than the fourth, which is correct. Because the third is smaller. 2 is smaller than 3, which is the fourth digit. And the fourth is half the first. Half of 6 is 3. So the fourth digit is 3. 4 numbers, not repeated. Oh, it's because I don't have any repeats, so I need to have a repeat in there. That has to be it, right? Like, the rule that I'm breaking is that 4 numbers are not repeated. But then it has to be... Doesn't that mean it has to be 6 digits or more? Because it's a 5-digit combination. 4 numbers can't not be repeated. Like, that's not possible. Because let's say if it was 6, 4, 2, 3, 6 again, right? So instead of 9 at the end, it's a 6. That's 3 numbers not repeated, not 4. So it has to be a 6-digit combination. I couldn't find any combination with one repeat in 5 digits. It's because it's not possible, Dosamp. Of course you can't find one. That's not mathematically possible. Because as soon as you add a repeat in, 2 of the numbers are repeating each other. And the only remnant is 3. You can't have 4 digits. Sorry, 5 digits with 1 repeat. It's not possible. So it has to be a 6-digit number, which means it has to be... So this surely we can brute force this, right? Because we have to have 4 numbers not repeated. So one of them has to be a repeat of these numbers. So 6, 4, 2, 3, something, 9. And the only thing that the 5th digit can be is repeating everything. So 6, 4, 2, 3, 6, 9, 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 9, 6, 4, 2, 3, 2, 9, or 6, 4, 2, 3, 3, 9. It has to be one of those. Right? Let's just try it. 6, 4, 2, 3, 6, 9. No. 6, 4, 2, 3, 2, 9. 6, 4, 2, 3, 3, 9. 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 9. Fuck. What about 6, 4, 2, 3, 9, 9? How does that not work, man? That fits every rule. Does it not? How does that not fit? Let me think about this. Let's say it's 6, 4, 2, 3, 6, 9, hypothetically. That can't work. Because 4 digits. No, that does work. Unless it's really focused on that 4-digit code and it truly is 4 digits. It is specifically saying that the code is more than 4 digits. Like there is a there is a note from the person that says, like, you think 4 digits would be enough, but they kept going. So it has to be more than 4 digits. Unless the top floor is a 4-digit code and the bottom floor is a non-4-digit code, but there's nothing to suggest that's the case. All the information that we have points to the fact that there is one 6 or more digits combination that works for both the doors. The 642369. Four numbers are not repeated, which is 4239. The 6 is repeated. 3 are not on the top row. No, so then that doesn't work. That's the rule that isn't working there. Because 4 digits are not on the top row. Because 6, 4, 6, 9 are not on the top row. So yeah, it doesn't work. So 4 is also ruled out. Because that would have the same thing. There's a riddle for this? Yes, there is a riddle for it. That's what we're trying to figure out. If the code was just laid around somewhere, I wouldn't be stuck in a notepad right now trying to figure this out. I would just be looking for the code, right? Yo, 10 ping, thank you. Ten ping, do you want me to call you by your new name, or do you want me to call you 10 ping or something else? Do you want me to call you 510 hertz from now on? Okay, so what if it's 642329? Let's run that through. So 4 digits not repeated. 6, 4, 3, and 9 are not repeated. 3 are not on the top row. 2, 3, 2 are on the top row. 6, 4, and 9 are not on the top row. 2 are not on the right row. That also doesn't work because 4, 2, and 2 are not on the right row. So that doesn't work. So how is it not 642339? 10 ping, bro, please, or whatever you want, really. I can call you 10 ping. That's an easy name to remember. And it's what I've always called you anyway, so. So 642339. 4 numbers, not repeated. 6, 4, 2, 9, not repeated. That's correct. 3, not on the top row. 2, 3, 3 are on the top row. 6, 4, and 9 are not. That's correct. 2, not on the right row. That's also correct because 4 and 2 are not on the right row. But 6, 3, 3, 9 are. And then 1 is the final key. How is it not that? 6, 4, 2, 3, 3, 9. How is it not that? If it's 6 digits, there should be 4 from the right row. Yeah, and there is. 6, 4, 2, 3, 3, 9. 3, 6, 9 is the right row. Unless, like... When I think right row, I think this, right? 3, 6, 9. Technically, this is a column, not a row. But you can't say there's a right row because the rows are top, middle, and bottom. Like, how would you say what the right row is? Like, they have to be referring to this, right? They have to be referring to the right column. And they're just saying row, like maybe it's a translation thing. Because you can't have a right row on a 3x3 grid. The rows are horizontal. You can't have a right horizontal in a square. You can either have a top or a bottom horizontal, or in this case, a middle. So I don't understand how that's not correct. Can you press the same number twice? Not only can you press the same number twice, but you are encouraged to do so. It says 4 numbers are not repeated, so that implies that 2 of them are. You could just be missing something. I feel like I am missing something. Because this could work ad infinitum, right? Like, we've got a 6-digit combination, but we could turn that into an 8-digit combination, you know, and so on and so forth. And it could be anything from 4 digits to 40 digits, for all we know. Or, sorry, 6 digits to 40 digits. The final one is a 9, but we could just keep adding, you know, we could just go 6423319, 64233329, 6423339, and so on and so forth. And you could do that infinitely. But I don't know what else I'm missing. I don't know what else I could possibly find here. Like, unless I've misread the prompt. It's possible. I have done that before. So it's here. So the first is larger than the second. The second is twice the third. I wrote that down. First larger than the second, second twice the third. Third smaller than the fourth. Fourth half the first. I wrote that down. That's correct. 4 of the numbers are not repeated. So not the 4 numbers. It is 4 of the numbers. So it has to be at least a 6-digit combination. 3 are not in the top row. 2 are not in the right row. One of the numbers is the final key. So one of the numbers has to be 9. Because that's the final key. So I've read everything correctly. And there's nothing in the diary. The only other thing I have is perfume, and that doesn't give me anything. Do I need to be wearing the perfume? Because I swear he talked about something. I swear the guy talked about something about like a smell in one of his diary entries. I swear he did, but I don't remember where. I swear he mentioned something about it. That's the nail polish one. Like, this one is in the East Hall. This is where we are now. This is the East Hall. So this one has information. You may not have realized your own true feelings, but you sense them unconsciously. And so you're trying to get closer to me. That's a virtue, the path to paradise. If the door's locked, open it. Use the password for the prison gates. I don't understand what that means. That makes no sense to me. Doctor, I've forgotten his name. Anyway, that quack has it posted. He should be here too. I mean, 4 numbers would have been good enough, but he kept going. So we know that it's more than 4 numbers. We already knew that anyway. It has to be, mathematically speaking. Isn't it a shame I'm not there? Aren't you irritated? I long for you, but you're so cruel. Still, I want you, Heather. Like, all that we get is that it's something to do with the prison gate, something to do with a doctor, but I haven't found a doctor anywhere. I swear he mentioned there, hold on, wait. He mentioned fragrance. Flowing freely your ebony hair like the night sky scattering fragrance. My heart clamoring in my chest like a storm you trifle with it. Your pristine guns like a feast when you smile. My thoughts are served. It doesn't really mention anything though. It's worth a try. And we could try it on the other door too. Like maybe it's the solution to the bottom door and there's a different solution to this door. So with the perfume, 642339. We use the mouse, it's so much easier. 642339. No. Okay, let's go and try downstairs. Because it could just be for the other door. Because this didn't have the memo next to it with the riddle. It was the other one that did. It was the second floor. So maybe I've been right the whole time and I've just been using it on the wrong door. Like, the fact that there's 2 doors with a keypad is really fucking confusing. Because any solution could work on either door, and you technically have to test both of them. Which is a real pain in the ass to do. Let's try this here. Go Sham. 642-339. No. Fuck, man. Well, the same solution works for both doors. We don't know that. There's nothing that indicates that it does or it doesn't. I'm just speculating. I genuinely don't understand how 642-339 isn't correct. It follows every rule. It follows every rule that they're referring to. Everything in the riddle it follows. It doesn't miss anything. How is it not right? Let's just save that for now. And throw some more numbers in there. What if we start with 4? Yo, Mimi. I'm stuck on a riddle puzzle, as usual. That's usually how it goes in this game. First, larger than the second. 4, 2. Second, twice the third. 4, 2, 1. Fourth, half the first. 4, 2, 1, 2. Something, 9. 4, 2, 1, 2, something, 9. That all works as well. And we have one repeat. So we have 4, 1, 2, 9, not as a repeated number. We have 3 not on the top row. So we have 2, 1, 2 already on the top row. So it can't be something on the top row, this penultimate digit. 2 not on the right row. No, this doesn't work then. Because even if we had like a 3, for example, we would still only have 2 on the right row. We need 4. This is what I mean, like how can 642-339 not be correct? It's the only solution that works. There's only so many digits it can be. Because the first one, the first digit has to be even, and so does the second digit, right? Or the third digit. Yeah, because the fourth is half of the first. So the first digit has to be even. So there's only 4 possible outcomes. It can only be 2, 4, 6, or 8. And if we do 2, that doesn't work either. Because the first is larger than the second. So the second has to be 1. Yeah, you can't do small numbers because it's mathematically impossible. Because then the third is smaller than the fourth. Second is twice the third, but the second is 1. You can't have half of 1. You can't do digits. Wasn't that riddle said 3 are not in the top row and you use 6, 4, 2, 3, so 2 in the top row? No, because I didn't use 6, 4, 2, 3. I did 6, 4, 2, 3, 3, 9. Which is correct. There's not 2 in the top row. There's 3 not in the top row, which means if it's a 6-digit combination, there's 3 in the top row. And 2, 3, 3 are in the top row. My fucking door's going again. BRB. I'm gonna love this puzzle when I get to play this game. Yeah. Why do you think it's 6 digits? I don't necessarily think it's 6 digits, but 6 digit makes the most sense. Because there was a note that said that 4 digits would be enough, but they kept going when they made the code. So it has to be more than 4 digits, right? And it can't be 5 digits because 4 of the numbers aren't repeated. So you can't have a 5-digit combination where 4 of them aren't repeats. That's not possible. Because as soon as you have a 5-digit combination and you have a repeat, that means that you have 2 numbers that are repeating each other. So there's 3 digits that aren't repeats. So it has to be a 6-digit or more. The combination must be an even number. I guess. But it doesn't say exactly 4 numbers. It just says 4 of the numbers. So it could be a 100-digit combination, and 4 of them aren't repeated. That's the thing. Like, it could be an 8-digit. It could be a 10-digit. And it's just, there's infinite possibilities. Unless we know how long the code is, there's infinite possibilities for this lock. That's what I don't understand. Like, 6 digits would make sense, but it could be a 12-digit combination for all we know. And we only have information about the first 4 digits. Sorry, the first 4 digits and the final digit. We know that one of the numbers must be 1, 2, or 3 due to that one clue. 3 are not in the top row. How does that make any sense? It doesn't just prove that one of them has to be. It proves that one or more, Volky, which is not useful. If you have a 30-digit combination, yeah, it only makes sense if it's for 4-digit code, and it isn't, as evidenced by evidence that we've got written down. So, like, this is just, it's speculation, but it's speculation based on not correct things. Like, this code only works if it's 4-digit. We know it's not 4 digits, so it's irrelevant. What if we do 642 393? Because that would still have all of the correct things as the one before, but it would mean that, because one of the numbers is the final key, but it's not the final number is the final key, which is what I was doing before. The 9 has to be the final digit, but it doesn't. It can be the penultimate digit as well. So it can be 642 393. They're both correct. No. 642 393. How is that not right? Like, that makes perfect sense. 6423 follows all the first rules. 4 of the numbers aren't repeated, 3 aren't in the top row, 3 are. 2 aren't in the right row, 4 are, and 1 is the final key. How does that not make any fucking sense? Can we read that Stanley clue? Sure. Why can't this be like some suitcase so we know how many digits are on the lock? Yeah, that would make this far easier. Because if we know it's 6-digit, we could just fucking figure it out. The problem is that we don't know how long it is. That's the sole issue. So which one was the one about the doctor? The doctor was the East Hall one. You may not yet have realized your own true feelings, but you sense them unconsciously. So you're trying to get closer to me. That's a virtue, the path to paradise. If the door's locked, open it. Use the password for the prison gates. Doctor, I've forgotten his name. Anyway, that quack has it posted. He should be here too. I mean, 4 numbers would have been good enough, but he kept on going. Isn't it a shame? I'm not there. Aren't you irritated? I long for you, but you're so cruel. Still, I want you, Heather. So this implies to me that we need to find the doctor. That quack has it posted. Like, you know, the quack is like, that's a way to refer to like a crazy person. Like, this quack has it posted. Like, the doctor has it posted somewhere, the combination. But then if he has the combination posted, why would there be a riddle at all? Surely we would just go to the doctor's office and find it. But I've been everywhere. Like, maybe there's something in the doctor's lounge that we missed? It's worth looking. I think the misinformation here is you would think what 4 numbers is enough, but they kept on going. Maybe they tried various number solutions, but it was always 4 digits. Again, like, you're speculating based on info that isn't there. Like, you could speculate on all these things that don't have any actual suggestion. Like, you're saying that the documentation is wrong, essentially, and that's ludicrous, because it opens up, like, the infinite possibilities paradox. You know, he could be wrong when he's writing this. The person who wrote the memo could be wrong. You've got to assume that they're right, because otherwise it's infinite possibilities. You have to assume that all the information you get is correct. You can't assume that they're wrong. It just doesn't work like that. Let's go to the doctor's office. Maybe there's something that I missed. Mark my parcel was delivered as well before they cry at me. Delivered. Royal Mail, yes, delete. Okay, let's go and check the doctor's office. It's right here. Like, he has it posted. Surely it'd be on his desk. But there's nothing here. And there's this, but this doesn't give me anything. Because these are just 2 patients. Room S12, representing mild audiovisual hallucinations, emotional instability, obsessive ideas. Suspect mild schizophrenia. Will continue observation. Basically, calm and cooperative with a strong sense of justice. However, according to reports, becomes very violent whenever excited. Room SO7, usually passive and cowardly, also egotistical. Sometimes shows and acts on an obsessive attachment to a particular woman. This has caused violence incidents. Use caution. Nothing. It's nothing on the whiteboard. The only thing I can interact with is there. It's not useful. The 2 doors lead to the examining room, which I can't access from either side, and the examination room, which I can't access from either side either. So there's nothing here. I can get into the reception, but I can't get into the document room either. It's not posted on the fridge. The fridge is, you get a health drink from it when you interact with it. You know, I'd have grabbed a guide at the first puzzle, but that's just me. That's fine, Tom. It's, you know, everyone has their own way to play, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Whatever you find fun. I'm way too stubborn to look it up. But that's ultimately my downfall. Let's save. Been here for a long time. I think 6423 is also not possible because you need 2 more right row digits, but also 1 more top row digit. So 642399 also doesn't work. How does 6423XX not work, DOSAMP? We've already been through this. If you do 6423XX and replace the XX with 39, yeah? You have 4 numbers which are not repeated. 6, 4, 2, and 9 are not repeated. 3, 3 are. That makes sense. 3 are not on the top row, so 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 3 are on the top row. 3 are not. 6, 4, 9. That makes perfect sense. You need 2 to not be on the right row, so 4 to be on the right row. 3, 6, 9 are the right row digits. 3, 6, 9, and there's another 3. Because 6, 4, 2, 3, 3, 3, 9. 6, 4, 2, 3, 3, 9. 1 is the final key. So one of them is a 9. That literally follows the rules that you're stating. How does it not follow those rules? How can it not be possible? I don't understand. Like, it absolutely is possible. I've proven it. Like, this is how it always becomes a problem with these kind of things. Is I have a solution. Nobody has been able to disprove my solution as being correct. Yet the game is telling me I'm wrong. So does that mean that my solution is actually wrong? Or do they need a different solution, which is also correct, but mine is therefore wrong, somehow? Like, you know, if it was a perfectly logical game up until this point, I would assume that I'm wrong. But the amount of times that I've been right and the game has just told me I'm wrong because, oh, it's not the way that we intended you to do the puzzle, there's a good chance that that's the same thing here. There is a good chance that I am correct, but because I have a solution and not the solution, I'm wrong. And you just get sent on an hour-long wild goose chase. It's fucking so annoying. And the other thing that we have access to is a storeroom at the bottom of the basement, but we can't access it because there's a shelf blocking it. There's a key there that we need to get into room 207, which is where this guy is, or 217, or whatever it was. But I'm pretty sure the key that, or the item that we need to get to the key in the basement is hidden behind the numeric riddle. Because on the memo, there is a section, I don't remember where he says it. It's somewhere here. Yeah, here it is. So in this memo, he says, "Head of my most sacred lover, I'm always watching you, blah, blah, blah. I know you feel intensely lonely, yet with a single key to this door, those feelings won't stand in the way any longer. So we need a key to access his door, yeah? We haven't been able to see each other for too long, be patient. It's just a little longer, I'll be patient, blah, blah, blah. The key is just behind the shelves in the underground garage. That's the basement key that I'm talking about. Why there? Ask that idiot doctor. There's not a single person here, blah, blah, blah." So in order, our final destination is finding this Stanley guy, yeah? In order to get to his room, we need to find a key. The key is in the basement behind the shelf, right? So if we could somehow just open the shelf now, we wouldn't need to do that numeric puzzle because we could just go straight to Stanley's room. So the order of operations is we surely need to solve the number puzzle, which then gives us access to a set of rooms, which will then give us access to an item, which will then allow us to move the shelf and get the key and then go to Stanley's room. Like, that makes perfect sense to me. I don't understand how I'm wrong in the number puzzle. I don't know how I'm wrong. And I've been sat here for so long to try and figure it out. And I don't know what else I could be possibly missing. Like, this might be another one of those situations where I've just missed an item in a room due to being fucking blind. And it's just massively fucked me over. Like, this room had nothing but enemies in it. And a healing item. Like, is there something in here that I've missed? So basically the game's saying that your solution is not wrong, but there's another solution that also meets the rules, and that's the one that the game wants. I mean, the game isn't saying anything, right? That's kind of the problem. But my solution is there. Like, feel free to try and disprove it if you can. Like, if you think my number is wrong, give me a clear reason why. Like, feel free. I'm asking you. 642-339. Like, if you can write to me in the chat and tell me it's wrong because of this, and you know you're correct, then we'll have a step forward. Like, I am giving you permission to do that, to disprove my answer, because I believe it is correct, but the game says it isn't. But the game hasn't given me anything to disprove my answer. It gives me a set of rules, and I perfectly followed them. I have two answers, in fact. 642-339 and 642-393 are both correct by the game's rules. It follows the riddle perfectly. The only disproof I can give is that the doctor didn't start with 6 numbers cannot be repeated, 5 numbers blah 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 on his note. I don't understand what you mean by that. You have to check every room again. Just pray I find something. Did I try both combinations on this top one as well? Did I try both combinations on both doors? I think I did. But... I think I tried them on both. And what does the perfume has to do with any of this? Like, maybe the perfume is for when I get to his room. There's something there. I don't know, maybe he'll kill me if I'm not wearing the perfume or something. This game loves its insta-kill traps, so... I wouldn't be surprised. But if you think it's a 6-digit code due to a Stanley clue, so Stanley's right. What does the doctor say on that board? Start with 4 numbers and not 6 numbers. Like, I don't really know how to answer that. Like, you can have a 6-digit puzzle and talk about 4 of them not being a repeat. Like, that is just something that can happen. It could be a 7-digit code or an 8-digit code, and 4 of them can't be repeats, but 4 of them are. Like, the whole thing of 4 numbers not being repeats doesn't mean that there is 4 exclusively. It means that there's 4 or more. So it absolutely can be a 6. It has to be an even number. 5 is impossible. So 6 is the next logical thing for it to be. Because 8 is ludicrous. Imagine trying to solve an 8-digit code where you only know the first 4 numbers. It would take you forever. So 6 is the only logical number. Because 2 numbers you can solve by yourself. That is perfectly logical. Especially with my solution, where you already have 6, 4, 2, 3 as the first 4 numbers, and then you know that you have to repeat one of them, and the other one is a 9. So you either put the 9 first, and then the repeat, or the repeat and then a 9. Like, that doesn't take very long. At all. That's very easy to figure out. Like, that is a perfectly logical solution. This is still here. I don't like that that's not there. That's still there, even. I think it's trying to say that 4 isn't repeated, the 4th number. That is not what it says. It clearly says 4 of the numbers are not repeated. It doesn't say the 4th number. It says 4 of the numbers, plural, are not repeated. It exclusively does not say that. I don't like that this is still here. Like, why can I still interact with this, but the other ones disappeared? All the other ones disappeared. I swear they did. Alright, Bone Sticker. This isn't translated in the best way when this was translated. Yes, but do you not think there would be a bit more of a problem, right, Taratanaka, if the riddle, which tells you the solution, is wrong, right? Like, I would have heard about this, surely. That would be such a colossal fuck-up if in the English translation of Silent Hill 3, the riddle to a puzzle was incorrect. That's never happened before and since, to my knowledge. And surely they would have fixed it, especially considering I'm playing a patch. Like, there clearly is a mistranslation anyway, because they're talking about the right row of numbers. It is impossible to have a right row of numbers when it's a 3x3 grid. You can't have a right row of numbers. You can only have the top row, the middle row, and the bottom row, yeah? The right is a column, but they obviously mean column. Like, you can deduce that from the riddle, yeah? That is still a mistranslation. It should say the right column. That would be correct. Right row is wrong. But that doesn't mean that the riddle is wrong. Like, you can easily just decipher what they mean and still figure it out. If it was the case that 4 of the numbers and they actually meant the 4th number is not a repeat, that would be a colossal fuck up, because you can't possibly understand that. You can't decipher that from what they're saying. It's just the opposite. They tell you a solution and it's actually a different solution. Nothing in any of these rooms, right? No, she only looks at the door. This one's locked. This one's locked. No, it's not locked. This is the one with the nurse in it. I can't interact with anything here either. I can't interact with that belt or anything. I can't interact with that door. I don't know what to do, man. I'm genuinely so stuck. I feel like I have a solution. I've asked people in the chat to disprove the number. Can I ask what number you think it is again? I have two numbers that I believe are correct, and I'm asking people to disprove them. The numbers are 642-339 or 642-393. I have gone over them so many times. Those are correct. There is not a single rule of the riddle that they do not follow. And yet I've tried both of them, I'm pretty sure on both doors, and they're wrong. Went away for a moment, did you solve the puzzle? I did not. Sadly. I fucking wish I had. Because this is doing my head in. I just don't get it. I do not get it. Does anybody here know the answer to the riddle? I'm not asking for the answer, but does anyone here know the answer to the riddle? Yes. Yes. How do you know, Volky? You were speculating before, or did you Google it? I think 621399 also works. Let's try. 621399. I Googled it after a while. Okay, makes sense. So 621399. Let's write that down and let's see if Dosamp's answer also works. If it's going to be one of these ones where only one answer is correct, but there are several answers, that's going to piss me off so much. You have no idea. So the first is larger than the second. That is correct. 6 is larger than 2. The second is twice the third. 2 is twice 1. That is correct. Third is smaller than the fourth. That is correct. 1 is smaller than 3. And the fourth is half the first. That is correct. 6213 does work. 4 of the numbers are not repeated. That is correct. 6213 do not repeat. 99 do. It's a 6-digit combination. That makes perfect sense. 3 are not in the top row. 213 are in the top row. 699 are not. That is correct. 2 are not in the right row. 21 are not in the right row. 6399 are in the right row. 1 is the final key. 9. That is correct. If this works, I swear to God, I'm uninstalling this game. You have no idea how serious I am. If I've been stuck here because there are several answers and mine is not the correct answer, I swear to God, I'm done with this series and I'm ending the stream. You have no idea how fucking serious I am. Because I figured this out immediately. The second I actually started crunching the numbers, I had a solution that was correct. And I am going to be so fucking pissed off. Don't worry, Dosamp, I am not going to ban you. You did nothing wrong here. But if you're wrong, then I have no fucking idea. 6, 2, 1, 3, 9, 9. It's not correct. How is it not correct? How are there 3 different answers that are correct and none of them are correct? What the fuck, man? Or does it only work on the floor below? I'm so confused. Genuinely so confused. Let's try it on number 2 instead. Maybe the 3rd floor is irrelevant, and it's only the 2nd floor door that we need the answer to. I don't know. Let's try it here, because this was where the actual puzzle memo thing was. So what was it again? 6213999. Doesn't work either. It doesn't work either. Like, that's a good thing, but it's also a terrible thing. How does that not work? Like, I don't know what else to do besides just ask for the answer. There are 3 answers, 1 submitted by DOSAMP and 2 submitted by me, that are objectively correct answers to the riddle. And nobody here can disprove them. Because the game is wrong. The final key line is lost in translation and is to be ignored. You can't possibly solve the puzzle without this information. The final key line is lost in translation and is to be ignored. Like, what do you mean it has to be ignored? It's relevant to the puzzle. If you don't use that line, like, let's assume that you're correct and it's lost in translation and it doesn't mean anything, right? It's even harder to solve the puzzle without the information. Like, ignoring it doesn't make it easier. Knowing what the actual translation is makes it better. Like, if we know what the actual translation is, that it should be, then I can solve the puzzle. But without it, I can't. And without any knowledge of that line, I can't solve it either. Because if you just ignore it, then that means that it could be absolutely anything for the final key. It could be 6423, anything. Absolutely anything afterwards. Like, do we just have to run the numbers again without the 9? Like, we can try it. We can try it. So let's leave these here. I'm gonna write them down. 642393, 642339, 621399. Those are all correct. We've established those. What if we take 642339 and we ignore the other rule? 642339. But the final one isn't a 9, yeah? Let's say it's a fucking 8, let's say, yeah? Does that still work? No, it doesn't. Because then we've lost our 4 on the other side. So it can either be a 3, a 6, or a 9. If it's a 6, that gives us 2 doubles, so that's not correct. If it gives us 3, that's also... That's a triple, so that's also not correct. So what if we do it with 3393? That also doesn't work. Can I give you a hint? Sure. At this point, I'm convinced that the game is fucked. I genuinely... Can I give you a hint? It's 4 digits. How the fuck is it 4 digits? How does that make any sense? How is it 4 digits? How? They explicitly tell you it's not 4 digits. They explicitly tell you it's more than 4 digits. And it says 4 of the numbers. There are 2 different sections of notes that tell you that it is not 4 digits. 4 of the numbers implies that there are more than 4 numbers and 4 of them are not repeats. The correct way to write that, if it's a 4-digit code, is the 4 numbers are not repeats. Maybe it's like the guy who told you they keep going with insane. Phonics! You're missing the point! You're missing the point. That would only make sense if that was the only thing that told you about it. But there are 2 different sections. One of them is not written by the insane person. It is a fucking memo on the wall that tells you the riddle. That also implies that it is not a 4-digit code. What you're saying would only make sense if the only person who wrote about it being more than 4 digits was the insane guy, but it's not. The game tells you it's not 4 digits, and then it is. How are you supposed to figure that out? That is such bullshit. Just tell me the code. Tell me the code and tell me how the fuck you are supposed to figure this out. Absolutely ridiculous. Genuinely fucking bonkers. 8634. So how the fuck is it 8634? Let's write it down and see. So 8634. First is larger than the second. That makes sense. Second is twice the third. That makes sense. Third is smaller than the fourth. Fourth is half the first. That does make sense. I'm pretty sure I got 8634 like really early on. Like I'm pretty sure I got this like almost instantly. I'm pretty sure. Like I'd have to go back in the VOD and check, but I am certain that I got 8634 really early on. I'm gonna check in the VOD. I'm curious. Because I am almost certain I got this within a few minutes of looking at this puzzle. Before we were told that it was 6 digits. Let's go back and watch. I'm curious. Because I am certain when I started working this out, I started with low numbers, and I realized that low numbers it's not possible. So I started at 9 as the first digit, that didn't work, and I started at 8. And 8634, obviously if you start with 8, 8634 is the answer. That's the only way for it to be. Let me go back and check. Let's watch this. It's a shame. I'm not there. Aren't you irritated? Where did I start the puzzle? They tried various number solutions, but it was always 4 digits. Again, like, you're speculating. Yeah, this is, so this is all here. And there's nothing in the diary. Right? It's when we like first get here. Digits. Holy shit, I've been doing this for like well over an hour. That's so sad. Might give me a fucking answer that I need, Heather. But I'm pretty sure we need that key to open up the second. Way over an hour. Is that one of them? Flowing freely. This is where we get to it, I think. Right. I think we need to solve this now. I don't think we have a choice. On to 9. Just minimized everything. Fantastic. Thank you, Windows. I dragged my notepad onto my other screen and it just minimized everything. See if anything works. 2 of the numbers are not 369. So let's say it's 2. This is where I started the low numbers. So let's go with 3. So the first is larger than the second. That also doesn't work. The numbers aren't repeated. And then I go to 9. Twice the third. So the third one is 4. And the third is smaller than the fourth. Yes. The fourth is half the first. So if the fourth is half the first, it has to be an even number. So it can't be 9. Surely I try 8 next, right? Yeah, Windows Notepad reeling from this one, yeah. And the second has to be twice the third. So that also can't be an odd number. It has to be even. So let's say it's like 6. 8, 6. 3, 4. Twice the third, so 8, 6, 3. And the fourth is half of the first. 8, 6, 3, 4. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Look how quickly I solved this. Look how fucking quickly I solved this. 1 hour and 39 minutes. I've been here for over an hour. Are you fucking kidding me? I solved this second fucking try. What a complete fucking joke. Fuck this game. Fuck this series. I'm fucking done with Silent Hill. You can fuck right off. I cannot believe it. I solved this immediately. And the only reason I didn't get through was because the game fucking screws you and tells you a wrong fucking riddle for the correct solution. Fuck off. Genuinely fuck off. I have given this fucking series so many chances. The second game fucks you over so many fucking times with the bullshit arbitrary nonsense. That fucking music box is ridiculous, and this game is only worse. I put up with the second game because I enjoyed it overall, but that is fucking ridiculous. The fact that this game is considered like a fucking cult classic, and they can't even get the fucking riddles right. This entire game is based around riddles, and the fact that they have it wrong in the fucking release, and they never fixed it, I guess, and the fucking modders never fixed it, I guess, and you're just supposed to fucking know that it's wrong. You guess the solution immediately, because it's a fucking simple 4-digit combination with a riddle tied to it. It can't be that hard. And then you spend over an hour guessing all the wrong answers and even solving a 6-digit version of the 4-digit one. Because the fucking game can't even write the riddle correctly. Fuck off, genuinely. I cannot believe that. I genuinely cannot believe that. This is the kind of low effort crap I would expect in fucking like a fucking Unity asset flip garbage fucking horror game. I cannot believe that this game has that level of bullshit. I genuinely can't. That is fucking maddening. Genuinely maddening. Yeah, I'm not fucking playing this anymore. Sorry, but like, that is absolutely ridiculous. The fact that a quarter of my runtime has been wasting my time because the game's riddle is wrong and I was right the whole time. Yeah, fuck off. Actually, fuck off. I have had enough of Silent Hill. I am uninstalling this game. The fucking bullshit at the train platform with the insta-kills was bad enough, and I was like, I'll just fucking see it through. I'm not having a great time, but I'll see it through. But that is genuinely ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this. For this to be in a AAA, like, fucking praised game of the decade, like, oh my god, Silent Hill 2 and 3 are fucking amazing, best horror games ever. No, they're not. They're not even close. And Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill 2, I can kind of give the benefit of the doubt to, because the fucking benefits massively outweigh the drawbacks. But Silent Hill 3 is fucking dog shit. Genuine dog shit game. The only fucking time I get stuck is when the game fucks me over, and it is just designed to fucking troll you, and not in a fun way. It's just wrong. I've never seen a AAA puzzle game get its own puzzles wrong. I've genuinely never seen that before. Yeah, I need to go and fucking calm down. I'm gonna raid someone. Infinite rage quit. I'm rage quitting. Yeah, 100%. I'm never finishing this game ever. Fuck Silent Hill. Absolute fucking trash game. Can fuck right off. Right, Red Ops has just started his stream. He's playing GTA 3 Hundo. You can all go and enjoy that. I'm gonna go and cry myself to sleep. Thanks for watching. See you later. Have a good rest of your week. Remember, I'm not here tomorrow. It's my day off. I'll be back on Friday. Hopefully, I'll be done crying by then. See you later. Bye.